What's up, St. John and beyond? It's Father Jonathan, and today I thought I'd show you some of my nerdy stuff. Many of you know that I'm a pretty big nerd. I'm a comic book nerd. I co-host a podcast about comic books. I love comic book stuff. A lot of my cool stuff is in my office at the school. But I thought I'd just show you guys a couple of the things that I have around here, and I can show you some more things another day. It's a little bit different today. So I've got a lot of superhero stuff. The first thing I'm going to show you is this. So this is a lovely set of Pez dispensers with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman based on the DC films of the last decade or so. And while I'm not the hugest fan of those films, I do like these Pez dispensers. I think they're pretty cool. And I certainly like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So that's the first thing. The next thing is I have a lot of little figurines of one kind or another from various eras. So one day I'll get out some more of the really old ones. But this is one of the things that I love. So this is the Batmobile, obviously. You can kind of see the front of it there. With its funky headlights that still open and shut. I have had this since I was 3 years old. So this is quite an old piece here. It's from the old Superpowers series that was based off of the Super Friends show that came out in the early 80s. It must have been, given the age of it, but. The Batman figure sits here, the Robin figure sits there, and this usually lives on top of my bookshelf, but I just, and it still has the thing, right? Like, so if you've got the Joker's behind you and you want to capture him, you hit the button, and these come out and capture him. Okay, that didn't look as cool as I thought it would. But anyway, I have other figures. I have these little tyke figures. So here's Green Lantern. Some people have given me some of these over the years, so I have a bunch of these. I have a very recent Captain Marvel. So this is Captain Marvel from I'm not sure what the storyline is. It's actually a comic book storyline, which is why she's got the black suit on, which actually looks pretty cool, I think. But this is Captain Marvel, and I also have an alternate head for her, which has a little mohawk. So that's fun. Perhaps some of my favorite things I have are my collections of the television shows that have featured superheroes. So here I've got the complete Wonder Woman series that was out in the 1970s. So this is all 3 seasons of Wonder Woman, so that's pretty cool. Even cooler, though, I have the entire 1960s Batman on Blu-ray. It's got a little Batmobile here too that I've never taken out of the plastic. So there's Adam West and Burt Ward as Batman and Robin, with all the fun sound effects, and it's campy and ridiculous. And I don't know if this still works or not, because I've had this for a couple of years, but somewhere is the thing. Press here. Okay, it doesn't work anymore. It's gotten too old. It used to start going and doing the Batman theme, so... basically, the video today is me showing you a bunch of stuff that doesn't work anymore. But anyway, why am I showing you all of my weird superhero stuff? Because I really want to tell you to be a hero. I want to encourage you to be a hero. The whole point of our lives as Christians, as Catholics, is to become saints. The saints are the great heroes of our tradition, and I love Batman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern, but they're fictional characters. The saints are real, and the saints have shown their heroism by giving themselves for the sake of others and they have in the process exhibited powers and strengths and things they didn't even know they had, that God gave to them so that they could endure really difficult situations and give themselves for the sake of others. And so that's what we're encouraged to do too, as we seek to become saints, to offer ourselves in service and to discover in the process that God is giving us resources that we had no idea that we even possessed, or that could even be ours, but that allow us to show a kind of heroism that is phenomenal. And I think especially at this moment that we're living in, one of the greatest acts of heroism is simply the sacrifice that you all are making by staying home, by limiting your contact with people outside of your household. Of course, if you live in Houston or the greater Houston area, you know that the state is starting to open up certain things. And we had a wonderful letter from Cardinal DiNardo yesterday about how the church is starting to open up as well. There's my son banging on the walls. He's trying to become a very different kind of superhero, I think. But good news, right? Like, we're going to be able to receive the sacraments again with a lot of restrictions. And it would be very easy for us to just complain about that stuff. Oh, man, we got to wear masks when we go back to church. And, that's so stupid, and who cares? I've been social distancing. My friend's been social distancing. Let's just hang out and not worry about it. And yet, it's precisely at moments like this when our will to sainthood is tested and our heroism is tested. When it would be easy, especially given everything that we've been through, to just kind of let the whole thing drop and not worry about it anymore. But if we all do that, if we all go rushing out the door at once and we don't take the proper precautions and we don't follow the advice that's been given to us by health officials and so forth, not only are we not being heroes in that moment, we may be actively being villains without even realizing that is what we're doing, right? We could make the situation worse for ourselves and for other people, and of course none of us want to do that. And so I just want to encourage you today to wear a mask, like the superheroes that I love wear masks, but more importantly to be safe and to understand what you're doing as an act of heroism, as an act of trying to grow in saintliness and grow in holiness and grow in your walk in following Jesus Christ, right? This is how we do it, friends. It's hard. It's a hard road. It's a hard path, but there is light and there is love at the end of it, and we've been seeing some good news coming out about where the direction of this thing may be headed. And so let's not let the ball drop 10 seconds before the buzzer. Let's push all the way to the end. Let's show our love for God and for other people. Let's try to be heroes and try to be saints. I hope you are being a hero by staying home, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in person, hopefully real soon, but certainly by video again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, wash your hands, grace, peace, and love.